Hi guys. As most I can't do this. I need to just talk. I thought it would be time to make a video like this that's more, down to earth and have a little bit more of like a conversation rather than me explaining exercises and doing them. So yeah, why am I doing this? I don't know. I just got kind of excited because I feel like I'm in a little bit of a new era of my life. For most of you that don't know, it's been since 2021. I've been experiencing some mystery symptoms and chronic illness that was extremely debilitating at times, and I've gone through like this whole health journey, and with it came like a whole mental health and emotional health journey and spiritual journey as well. So it's a lot to talk about. I would like to share little bits and pieces, but I'll see how much I want to share. So since 2021, I was a young, healthy, low 20s woman. I was a registered kinesiologist at that time. I started my business and everything seemed to be going great. And then COVID hit and I got COVID. I also got the vaccine around the same time. Months after, I was experiencing a lot of illness, so lots of random symptoms coming out of nowhere, and they came up as like flare-ups, chronic fatigue and high heart rate, higher than 120 BPM at rest, chest tightness and heart palpitations, digestive issues and flare-ups with the skin, and also really painful periods. So yeah, along this journey I found out that I had long COVID, and that was like extremely debilitating and hard to get through, especially having to work as a kinesiologist and having to exercise and get up and be physical with my clients. I continued to have these symptoms really up until the end of 2024, and just everything was kind of coming back normal. Sorry, my Instacart guy came, and so I had to answer the door. So where was I? At the end of 2024, I found a functional medicine doctor, which to be honest, I didn't even think was a thing. I just thought, there were regular doctors, the ones that are covered by OHIP, and then there are naturopaths. A functional medicine doctor kind of has an approach of both a regular traditional medicine doctor and a naturopath. And they kind of have like an integrative approach where they run some tests, so your regular blood labs, but also other tests that are unfortunately out of pocket and not covered by OHIP. And with that data, they apply more of like the naturopathic treatment to their programs, working with supplements, working with health changes, lifestyle changes, working with your diet and exercise. So that kind of really was up my alley, and I was really interested in it because prior to that I have never heard of a functional medicine doctor. And we went through a couple of the labs, and it took a long time to come back, but when it did, I was just like waterboarded with all of this information about my body, about my brain chemistry, and there's like an organic acids test that tells you about your brain chemistry and what's going on. I did a microbiome test that told me what was going on with my GI tract. I also did a DNA test, which was also important because, it shows you certain things like the probability that you're genetically predisposed to certain things. So that was really important. All those three things were important to do. I also did an allergy test because I was having some allergy flare-ups. So yeah, I gained a lot of insight. I was put on a whole protocol with, I am telling you, 25 different supplements that I would have to take every single day. Completely changed my nutrition and diet. I was eating healthier before, but now it was like very strict. So strict to the point where I was like reading every single label. So yeah, so I went through that whole protocol, and it took a long time, but a couple months out, on the large scale of things, actually it wasn't a long time. It was probably 3 to 4 months until I really started feeling better. Here I am today, and I'm okay, and I'm feeling a lot better, and definitely such a milestone because I remember being so sick to the point where I just thought I was, this was just gonna be my life. Like not being able to get up to walk to the bathroom or like lift your arm, like that's, I don't know. And then not having like a diagnosis to tell you that anything's actually wrong with you. I just thought that this is what I was going to have to live with, right? And so the reason why I'm really excited is because during this time that I've been sick, I've had a lot of time to think. I have had a long time to put things into perspective and think about my life, and I decided I wanted to go back to school and apply for the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine. And I'm really, really excited, a little bit scared and nervous. One of the main drivers for this change or slightly shift in career was just how interested and passionate I found out that I am about natural healing. And because I went through this whole health journey and was able to heal through treatment of a functional medicine doctor and a bunch of naturopathic medicine practitioners, I have kind of been inspired, and I'm really loving all the things that I'm learning about it, and I'm excited about the research. I've been a registered kinesiologist for 5 years, I think, and running my business for about 4 to 5 years. And I just kind of hit like a limitation in what I was doing. I just felt like I couldn't progress. I couldn't scale my business like I wanted to. I felt like I was hustling a lot and worrying about finances. That all put an accumulation of stress on me and my physical and mental and emotional health, and my body couldn't take it anymore. Being a registered kinesiologist, you don't make that much money. As a co-contractor or as an employee, you don't make that much money and you don't get a lot of hours. So the only way to really make it and to have a sustainable income, or sustainable means to live in Toronto, you kind of have to be a business owner and really put yourself out there. And that's fine, and I was able to do it. I just feel super limited, and I feel like I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. It's just time to like open up a new chapter, and I'm really excited about it, especially because I can use everything and all of the skills that I've learned as a registered kinesiologist into a new career path that I'm going into. And I could still as well take all of the exercise science and nutrition knowledge that I know that's all evidence-based. I can take all of that and put it into practice if I do hold my practice as a naturopath one day. So I'm like really excited. It just feels like it's going to be more fulfilling. I'm not sure yet, right, until I get into it, but it feels like a career that will really align with me. Just applied to the program today, so I'm gonna have to sit down and take a look at my options for grants and loans, and also work on a lot of other things like strategies for stress management. I want to try to take some pre-courses to get familiar with the courses going into the school and into schooling, and just really prepare myself physically and mentally before I enter the program. I hope whoever's watching is able to come on the journey with me, and yeah, we'll see what's in store for the future.